For the first time in Baylor history, the university recognized a land acknowledgment that established a relationship between the indigenous people who have ancestral territories in Waco and the Baylor family on campus. On Wednesday, November 3rd, Dr. Linda Livingstone addressed the acknowledgement at the Mayborn Museum to recognize the rich history that came before Baylor.
These indigenous peoples were dispossessed of and removed from their lands over centuries by European colonization and American expansionism. In recognition that these native nations are the original stewards of the Baylor campus locations, the university strives to build sustainable relationships with sovereign native nations and indigenous communities through educational offerings, partnerships, and community service.
The ceremony was opened by Dr. Linda Livingstone and was followed by an educational performance by Baylor alumni Lorraine Guerrero, who brought in his family to share the rich culture that was once prevalent throughout the nation, but now remains preserved through ancestral lineage. With a special drum, song, and dance, Guerrero entertained the Mayborn audience, even including them at one point, in order to leave an impact that Baylor won't forget.
Okay. Yeah, the purpose of our performance today and everything that we did here today here at the Mayborn Museum was to educate. Educate about us as a people, being indigenous or Native American, and just to educate the crowd that came out and the general public that we are still a living, breathing ethnic group, and we still have a voice.
While the dancing and song kept spirits high, Baylor announced that the university was creating a standing committee on Indigenous affairs that will guide and connect Native groups and the campus body in a collaborative medium to uphold representation for students and faculty. The Dean of Libraries, Jeffrey Archer, emphasizes how recognizing the history surrounding Baylor is fundamental to equal and accurate representation on campus.
The exciting part. This now is a launch pad, so now as other groups on campus want to sort of frame how do we move forward in working with indigenous nations, particularly the ones that we identified and worked with to create this, how do we now have a relationship? How can we frame that?
For Lariat TV News, I'm Jessica Rajkumar.